Amen. God bless, man. I hope that you all are blessed and having a blessed day. I uh I was talking to my siblings, or I sent a message to my siblings, because now this time of year is the transition in the time of the year when my father transitioned in 2016, and it's been a while. Obviously, it's 2024, but it doesn't hurt any less. It's not like, at first I suppose the pain would be more akin to, like, if you ever have played a sport and you tear a ligament, and it's numb and then it's just very painful, and when you're going through the recovery phase, right, the agony is like a, maybe it's like it's a nerve pain. It's not a somebody punching you pain, but it's a nerve pain. You feel it within your body. It was like that, but now it's more like when it rains, my joints ache. So the pain is no longer as sharp as it used to be, but it's very much so still painful. And I'm thankful for that. The reason I'm thankful for that, and I was telling a young brother this that lives near me, because he was going through something, and I'm not gonna get into detail about that, but I was explaining to him, like, I'll be honest with you, you never get over the loss of people you love. It'll never not feel like an agony. But the beauty in losing people that you love is that you were loved. Now that may sound redundant. Like, why? What's beautiful about that? Very few people in this existence have people who truly, genuinely do love them selflessly and without question. It's like a dog, for example. And I would not akin my father to a dog, but this is the best analogy that I can give. When a dog owner has a owner who is good to them, or a dog, not a dog owner, but a dog has an owner who is good to them, that dog is man's best friend, quite literally. I think Yeshua HaMashiach is man's best friend, but we ain't gonna, they say dog backwards is God, but we ain't gotta get into all of that. However, you see it. When a person takes care of a dog, when they train their dog never leaves their side. When they come in the house, the dog is, excited, tail wagging. Yeah, dog get too excited, they may start peeing on the floor. You know what I'm saying? If you had a dog, you know what I'm talking about. I find it was very much so like that when I would go visit our father. It was always, you getting lectures. He may yell at you, cuss at you, but it was always love. You were always welcome. And I think he got that from my grandmother, who I also very, very dearly miss. The point of all of this is to say, very few of us have that. And I am blessed and vexed to have had that. Because to have had that and no longer have it from that individual does not mean that I won't have love anymore. It simply means that that person, that physical being, is no longer here with us. And I think that is what aches the most, truly. That is what the aching in the joints is. It's no longer that they are not here, because that is a reality that I've long since had to accept. It's no longer that they won't be at certain events in my life, certain milestones, because that is a reality I've already had to accept. It is the moment when you forget what their voice sounds like, or you forget what they look like, or you find it's been days or weeks or even months since you've thought about them. And then you think about them, and you think about them for days and weeks and months. It's like you try to hold on to a memory, holding on to something so tightly so that you don't forget it. But in the process of holding on that tight, at some point your grip loosens. And when it loosens, it's fatigue, and you let go and you slip. Very poetic. I wasn't trying to do all of that, but that's just where I'm at with this. It's a dance that I find myself in with this. And I find that many people who have lost people that they care about find themselves in this dance. Like, I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget. What am I not trying to forget? That's how it is. Um, and I mean, these are complex thoughts for me to try to express, and I've never truly really expressed it in this manner. But I find that for me, how I worked on not forgetting my father is simply not emulating, but incorporating the things that he taught me, like getting in tune with the Creator, getting in tune with God. For me, and I mean, he didn't read the Bible, my father, but I do. And that's how I found my way to get in tune with the Creator, how to ground myself, how to meditate. He taught us not to lie, not to cheat, not to steal. And I try to implement that as best I can in my life. I don't lie. In the times where I have cheated, I've suffered for it, whether it be in relationships or academically in the past, and I don't steal. I say all of that again to say, to not forget somebody is not the memory of the person, it's the discipline and the lessons that they've instilled in us. That is the best way to honor people you love. It's not the photos or the, oh, I miss the house so much, or the gifts that they gave me. It's what they instilled in you. Because if they loved you, 9 times out of 10, they tried to instill within you discipline, self-control, respect, dignity, and pride within yourself. For my brothers who have lost a sibling or a parent or somebody that they care about deeply, reflect on that. Cry about it. Don't think that you don't, if the Creator, if Elohim in his glory and his magnificence, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Joseph, of Reuben, of Gad, of Naphtali, of Ephraim, of Manasseh, of Issachar, of Asher, if that God didn't want you to cry, don't you think in his wisdom, the same God that fashioned the human vessel, the same God that gave the body sinews and bones and organs and gave the earth its atmosphere and the perfect distance from the sun that it wouldn't melt, the same God that fashioned the stars and the moons and the heavens and the earth and the oceans and the sky and the birds and the fowls that fly with the birds in the air and the animals that swim in the ocean. You get the point. That God, if he didn't want you to have emotions, don't you think he would not have given them to you? Don't you think he would have said, I don't need men to cry, so I won't give them tears? But you have them. That was something too I had to accept, because I found myself using alcohol and sex and marijuana as coping mechanisms for pain. It had only made the pain worse, because instead of putting on a band-aid for when I had cut myself, for when my nerves were aching, what I ended up doing was becoming a bull in a china shop and running to and fro and destroying everything in my home and in myself to heal from something that realistically all I needed to do was cry about. We don't need to do much. You just need to be still and know that he is God. Amen. Amen. I hope that you all are blessed, my brothers, my sisters. I hope that y'all find what y'all are looking for in peace. And I hope that God finds you and you find him so that you may know peace and healing in this lifetime. God bless y'all, man. Peace.